was fun. I hate serrated knives. And as you can see, it is serrated and broken. I hate serrated knives with a passion. Not like your average passion, but like burning desire to end all serrated knives in the world. I think they're dumb and pointless. Well, they have a point. They have several points, actually. That's how they're serrated. But I don't like them. You can't sharpen them. It's a pain in the butt to sharpen them if you can. So I could just glue it back in, call it a day. Or we could go above and beyond. We could forge a brand new steak knife with a straight edge, no more serrations. That'll be sharp enough to shave with, but yet light enough to cut through your steaks. Those juicy, tender steaks. So, we're gonna make a new knife, put a handle on it, sharpen that bad boy, and make overall something beautiful. Okay, so I have this old project piece here that I'm thinking we use to make a new steak knife out of. Now, I want to keep this blade part because I'm going to use it in a different project, but I have too much material here on the tang. So we are going to cut it off about there, take this material, stretch it sideways, draw out a tang, bada bing, bada boom. Super easy, super simple project. So let's cut some metal. So now there's a couple ways we can cut this. We can go over here and we can use my bandsaw to cut it. We can use an angle grinder. We could even use a hacksaw. But this is a blacksmithing channel. So there's only one thing we can use. The Hot Cut Hardy. So you know what time it is? It's lighting up forge time. It's forge lighting time. It's forge lighting time. And I've been practicing. I can do this. First try, I swear. Look at that. Flame. Fire. In the forge. It's a new day, it's another day for making a knife. All right, so it's the next day. The knife has cooled down and it is arrow straight. I love it, it's great. And this project is turning out better than I thought it would. I mean, we're gonna have a really cool knife by the end of this. Now, the next thing we need to do is harden this. So we're gonna light the forge back up, heat it back up, get it nice even red heat around 1600 degrees, and then quench it in oil. And what that does is, with high carbon metals, they have a certain content of carbon within them. And so when we heat it up, the actual crystals of the metal change as you heat it up. And when you cool it down very quickly, it then solidifies that crystal structure so that and it becomes very hard, very tough, but also very fragile. It can break if you drop it. Let's jump right into lighting the forge right back up. Here we go. could be harder, but it's a steak knife, so we don't need it to be crazy hard. So, next step, let it cool down. That'd be funny. But we're gonna let it cool down. We're gonna get some perimeter grinds around it, kind of get it to general shape, and then polish it, throw it in the oven, let it bake, you know, easy bake oven for, you know, an hour or two on 400. Bob's your uncle, that's a knife. So I broke it. And I went to harden it again because I had a sneaking suspicion it wasn't quite hard. And I was right. And I hardened it this time and I quenched it in water. And it had developed a little bit of a bend. So I went to straighten it out. And bada bing bada boom, I broke the tip off. You know, just the tip. Haha. Get it? Funny joke. I could still make a knife out of this. I would just, instead of it being this long, it would be, you know, this long. And that's fine for a little steak knife. Be careful when you're straightening. Make sure your piece isn't too cold. Otherwise you'll snap it. And that's fun. It's not fun. On to heat treat, or tempering it in the Easy Bake. The Easy Bake. I will, one of these days, give it a paint job and paint Easy Bake across everywhere I can. But in the meantime, we're gonna set this guy 450. That's it. We just wait now. It'll heat up. It'll do its thing. It'll be pretty colors when it comes out. Just yellow. That's it. But with the magic of editing, as you can see, it is the next day. And I think we all know what that means. It's barge lotting time. Put that there, open up the propane, open up the propane. You know, another day I don't light myself on fire. Good day. Clean the anvil, water the anvil, good anvil. Time to bake in the Easy Bake. Oven. Hope I just hope there's 400. Now for 30 min. Easy Bake Oven. Alright, we got the blade out of heat treat. Didn't break this time. Very happy about that. So, next thing is to grind and then to make a handle. And maybe a fancy little sheath. We'll see how it goes. But first, let's get it ground. Let's get it all nice and shiny and nice and sharp. So it's the next morning, but it occurred to me the microphone wasn't on. And that doesn't make for good video making. So it's kind of hard to redo that whole bit after I've already glued up our block of wood. Basically, we finished sanding the knife a day or two ago, or however long it's been. And we got a hole drilled. We got our block of wood carved out so that it'll slide in and that then it'll fit in the handle so we can glue it up. And then we got the block of wood glued up. So now all that's left is to shape that block of wood into a sheath and handle combo sort of deal. So let's do that. Oh, heck yeah. All right, we finished. We got the knife, we put an edge on it. I'm gonna have to go through and do a little more sharpening on it, you know, so it gets crazy sharp, but I mean, it'll cut through a steak. So we did it. Now the last step, the final step. So we're gonna put some good old, it's not Burt's Bees, but it's Howard's Bees, you know. Good old knockoff brand, Howard's Bees. They got some wood polish and conditioner. It'll just shine it up and soak the wood in an oil, and it'll prevent it from getting dirty and help it to be easier to clean in the future. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Now we just need a steak. Oh, now get out of the way. Here's I'm going in. Shit. All right, nothing a little wipe down can't fix. Look at that, good as new. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and maybe consider subscribing, pretty please. And if you do, we have lots of more fun stuff coming up. Tune in next time, because we're gonna be making a whole ass sword. That's right, a sword. That's it, just go like and subscribe. I'll make a sword next time, whether or not you do it or not. I'll be here. I'm always here.